Okay, so we have to sketch these graphs that we've been given here. So let's start with the first one here. So this is we're looking at this the graph of a sine function here, or of a sine wave. So now here for a there, we need to say that our amplitude is going to be 1 there, or our amplitude is going to be 3, which is this here that is in front of the function that we have, and then the period is just going to be 360 degrees there. Okay, and then the first shift, or we're just going to push the graph a single unit up there. So now we need to say that the graph of a sine function looks like this. So we have 190 degrees there, or 180 degrees, we have 270 degrees there, and we have 360 degrees like this. So a normal sine function graph, so let's say this is our 1 there, and we have a negative 1 this side. So a normal sine graph behaves like this. It will touch 1 at 90, then go back to 0 at 180, then it will touch negative 1 at 270, and it will go back to 360 at 0 there. So now if you look at what you have here, we're saying this is the graph of a function y equal to sine x like this. So now if you look at the function that we have here, that we've been given in the question, you notice to say that there's a +1 here, meaning that this graph here will move this base, the 0 line here, will shift it 1 unit up, so meaning that our 0 line then will be somewhere there. Okay, so that being the case there, what else do we need? The other information that we need here is the amplitude. So meaning that our amplitude from this one that we have, which is the new 0 line that we have now, so we're going to add 3 units up. So 1 plus 3, we're going to get a 4 there, and 1 minus 3, we get a negative 2 like this. So meaning that this graph here is going to be this way. It's going to touch 4 at 90, then it will get back to 1 at 180, then it will go to negative 2 at 270, and it will go back to 1 at 360 there. So this graph is going to be like, to start from that point, go to 4 there, and back through 180 at 1, then all the way up to negative 2 there, then it will go back to 360 like this. So this here is the graph of y equal to 3 sine x plus 1 then. Okay, so let's look at the next function that we have to work with there. So the next question that we have is we need to graph y equal to 3 cos x plus 2 here. So let's just scroll down a bit. Okay, so our b there, we have y is equal to 3 cos x plus 2 there. So here our amplitude is 3, our period there is 2, oh, our period there is 360 degrees rather. Then the shift that's going to happen, we're going to have a vertical shift then, which is just just say the first shift, or the vertical shift that we have there will be 2, so meaning that it's going to be 2 units up there. So this simply means that so the nature of a normal cosine graph, so let's say we have our 90 degrees there, and we have our 180 degrees, we have our 270 degrees there, and we have our 360 degrees there. So a normal cosine graph has a maximum peak value 1 and the minimum value -1 there. So we have a graph that behaves like this to pass through 90, -1 at 180, 0 at 270 there, and back to 1 at 360 like this. So if you look at this function here, we're adding a +2 here, meaning that there will be a vertical shift. This 0 line is going to be pushed 2 units up, so we're going to have our 0 line at 2 here. So we have our 0 line at 2 there. So we're just trying to sketch. So the 0 line shifts to 2 there. So let's check here. The maximum amplitude, or the amplitude here, is 3. So meaning that here we're going to have 2 plus 3 is going to give us 5 there, and 2 minus 3 here, coming down, we're going to get a -1 here. So meaning that this graph now that we have there, these two will behave as our 0 line there. So then when x is 0, y will be 2, y is going to be 2 there. Okay, then when x is 90, when x is 0, y is going to be 5. When x is 2, y is going to be 90 there. Then when x is 180, okay, when x is 180, we're going to get -1. When x is 270, we're going to get a 2 there. And when x is 360, we're simply just going to get a 5 there. Okay, so meaning that the graph is going to look like this, to pass through that point there, to drop down there, -1 there, then to be something like this, pass through that point and back to 5 there. So this here is the graph of y equal to 3 cos x plus 2 like this here.